Welcome to Next Gen Leaders. I'm your host, Deneen Attard, and today's episode features Matthew Boersma, a dedicated graduate student at Ball State University who is nearing the completion of his master's in Information and Communication Sciences. Matthew holds a bachelor's degree in biology with a minor in Health Humanities, providing him with a unique interdisciplinary background that bridges science, technology, and communication. Matthew enjoys fostering relationships and collaborating with peers to achieve shared goals. He is inspired by future possibilities and driven by a desire to optimize productivity. He excels at organizing resources and understanding the unique strengths of individuals to enhance team dynamics. Matthew, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Janine. It's a pleasure to talk with you today.
I am so excited that we have the opportunity to get together and you get to share your expertise in your field and share what you're passionate about so that organizations listening can learn more about you and how you can contribute to their organization. Can you share what inspired you to pursue your field of study?
Of course. So actually, my undergrad, I went into and I studied biology with a minor in Health Humanities. I originally wanted to do healthcare and do the front lines, but midway throughout my career, I decided that I wanted to go a different route. And so after I graduated, I knew that I wanted to continue my schooling, and so I applied for CICS at Ball State, which is the Center for Information and Communication Sciences. And there, it's a good mix of business, leadership, and tech, and I felt like it would be a good umbrella, a good program to be under to help me pursue whatever I wanted to do. And honestly, when I did apply, I still didn't know what I wanted to do. And I figured by doing the program that I had done that it would help me just gain a little bit of experience and skills and kind of everything, just like, the basics. Yeah, that's how I ended up going for CICS, and I just graduated a couple weeks ago, actually. It was an accelerated 11-month program.
Well, first off, congratulations, an accelerated 11-month program. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it was rough, but it was definitely very rewarding.
Excellent. I remember when I was working on my graduate degree, and I also did an accelerated program. For some reason or another, my mind did not connect. It doesn't mean less work. It means more work in a smaller period of time.
Yes. I think I had the very same mindset. Yes.
But if anything, it shows our tenacity and our resilience to get a job done, right?
Oh, yes, that it does.
Now, you're a techie, so I cannot get by without asking you, what is one app or technology that you can't live without and why?
It sounds a little cliche, but I would have to say TikTok. It's not just for fun, but it's also great for learning like new things and staying up to date. And then if anyone who doesn't know what TikTok is, it matches videos to your interests. It's called the For You page. So I get like news, trends, and like tips. And, I just learned so many different things, and you being able to learn just different tips and tricks or cooking recipes or things like that, or just news going on in the world. And honestly, it's just a great app to be able to learn about new things and staying up to date and being relevant with what is happening.
I must admit, I'm not as proficient as I should be or want to be or will be on TikTok, but what draws me to it is that I like micro-learning, snack-sized bits of information that I can grasp, and TikTok provides that with their platform.
100%.
So I can completely understand why you're drawn to it. And I think it's important to note that as individuals in this environment, it's important to be able to get your news sources, your learning from a variety of platforms that meet your needs.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, since you mentioned TikTok, we're going to have to talk about current trends and developments in your field. What I want to know is, what excites you most about the current trends in your industry?
A big topic right now is definitely AI and machine learning. so much that I'm sure everyone's heard something about it. It's evolving every day. And actually, I was reading a post on LinkedIn this morning about how AI can detect, in this instance, it was breast cancer 5 years before it can get diagnosed clinically. And I just thought, like, how amazing that is, like how AI, how much it can do. And, obviously it is going to be a little scary because you don't know what can happen with it. But it's like things like that where it's like, wow, it's like to be able to have technology to help save so many more lives and how much more it can do that we haven't figured out yet. It's crazy. And after reading the article, it made me excited to see what it will become and how much it has evolved so far as is.
I will agree with you. I think that the potential for AI is great. However, as humans, we need to have parameters so that we can kind of control and monitor, and that it not be the sole source that people look to for their information. However, but the advances that it's uncovering, I agree with you. It could accelerate learning and outcome for different illnesses. I believe that the knowledge that it could grasp for us would help us tremendously.
Right, I agree. It's such a tool, and some people unfortunately don't use it, or don't use it the right way that it should sometimes. But it is a great tool, and like you said, we just need those parameters and everything like that to keep up with it.
So we've talked about your favorite technology. I know what the trends are that you're looking at because I did pick up on the fact that you were a health background in your education, and what you talked about today was, of course, AI and how it's uncovering some benefits in technology as far as health is concerned. Now, what I want to know is if when you sit down and you think about your dream job, what is it?
That's a great question, and part of me still wonders that myself, but I keep going back to definitely in healthcare as like a human resources manager or program administrator. And even though I don't want to be in the front lines anymore, I still want to help in the background. I want to use my skills in business and project management to help, a company grow and keep employees happy. And I love working on projects and making plans that improve the workplace. I want a role where I can make a big difference and help the company and its employees. That's my dream role.
I like that concept. You seem like you're the person behind the big curtain that's making everything happen. And I think we need people like that, and people who are able to hit the ground running, to be able to help others. It's always a given asset to have. When we think about different soft skills that people bring to the table, you had mentioned problem solving. And I want to know, how do you use problem solving strategies to solve challenges?
There's so many different problems that go on and so many different ways you can go about certain things, but it's really about, addressing the situation and figuring out how you can go from there and figuring out what the next steps can be to get to where you need to be. And with problem solving, it's something you can't always just jump right into. It involves and needs, time and thinking and being able to figure out the best solution that can go towards that and how it'll affect not only you, but everyone else. Taking the time and dissecting like each piece and going through it and figuring out what you can do and the best way to go about it.
You touched on something really keen, is that problem solving isn't instantaneously, if you will. You have to explore and give it time for you to think about the situation that you're facing, and then strategize what's the next best step. You may not have the entire picture painted out before you, but what's my next best step? So I would definitely agree with you on that.
Right.
I can't believe it. Our time has sped by so quickly. I have enjoyed the opportunity to get to know you better, and I hope that those of you who are listening and learn something more about Matt take the opportunity to visit him on LinkedIn. His contact information will be listed along with this posting. And if you have any questions or ideas, or you want to connect with him to make an introduction to someone else in your network, please don't hesitate to do so. Matthew, it's been a great pleasure to talk to you and learn more about you. I wish you nothing but continued success.
Thank you so much. It's been an honor, and I really do appreciate it. Yes, thank you again so much. This has been a great time, and I've enjoyed myself talking with you.
Listeners, join us again as we explore the inspiring stories of tomorrow's leaders, offering a community of support, growth, and innovation. Proudly sponsored by Atard Leadership Academy, Next Gen Leaders is a part of the Learn, Lead, Go podcast, committed to nurturing the next wave of leadership talent.